Welcome back to another edition of Max and Nicky Video Game Music Reactions,
where we listen to and explore and analyze video game music from classic video games that we're already familiar with and some newer video games that we're not so familiar with.
Exactly.
It's been a while since we've listened to some songs and posted on here, but we thought we'd get back into the swing of things and kick it off with...
we'll kick it off with a very big classic.
Yeah, we've heard this many times before.
We're going to do a piece from Sonic the Hedgehog Part 1, otherwise known as Sonic the Hedgehog.
And the level is Marble Zone.
Marble Zone. We're doing classic. I can play this on the piano myself.
You can play it on the piano, actually. And if you like what you hear and see today, please hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Give us a like on this video.
That's right. And you can also
comment, join the discussion.
Comment and also follow us at Max and Nicky on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go.
This is Sonic the Hedgehog Part 1, Marble Zone by Masato Nakamura.
All right. That is a great classic tune. That's Sonic the Hedgehog 1 Marble Zone by Masato Nakamura.
It's
1991.
It's got a real good groove to it, huh?
It's got a groove. You can hear the bass. It's going bum 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 bum. It's got this. I don't know what to call that kind of style.
Well, I would say it's almost like some kind of sped up tango or something.
It kind of has a tango-ish. Well, it also certainly has that. It has this. It's in a minor key, but it has. They're using a sort of. It has that. What is it? The Jewish Spanish scale kind of feel to it. You know what I'm talking about?
Kind of thing, or
well, it's it uses that flat 9.
Sure.
In the dominant flat 9,
If for those of you who are music theory nuts out there,
something like that, right? Some kind of, it has a sort of, or some have called it a gypsy scale, which might be not exactly the same, or might be similar, something like that.
Well, it's got interesting instrumentation as well. That makes it almost kind of sounds like that sort of Mexicali kind of music in a way,
Oh, it does. Is that what it's called, Mexicali?
I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it is. Right. It is a genre of music. It sort of has that kind of Mexicana kind of music feel to it,
Sort of. If that's what is.
I mean, that's a broad genre, obviously, but. It's the instrumentation, especially the main instrument that's playing the melody, it's kind of emulating the sound of, I don't know, what is that kind of instrument they use, like an accordion type of thing, or
I don't know
whatever that is. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, anyway, the point is what he's trying to make is stylistically it has a certain, it has this sort of this feel to it that, tango you said before, that's Argentine.
Well, so
or Argentine?
Argentine.
Yeah.
I think you can actually say both. But it sort of has maybe just sort of an ethnic influence on it, right?
Sure. Maybe of the sort of, South American feel, or even
Central American,
or
feel.
even a European, a Spanish feel.
What we're trying to
European.
say is it's got a
Or
broad
Eastern
range
European.
of influences on it that creates a very cool, funky rhythm.
Right.
that
Well,
is-
speaking of funky, the composer Masato Nakamura.
yeah.
I'm just reading it here. He was actually a member of a J-pop band called Dreams Come True, and he sold. So he was a pop music guy,
Sure.
and he sold over 50 million CDs. That's a lot of CDs.
That is a lot of CDs.
I mean, with his band, that's crazy. That's a really huge amount of.
That's a huge
albums.
amount of CDs. But this song, it's classic. It's probably my favorite song from this video game, Sonic the Hedgehog. Part 1.
I used to think that, but I've played it so much on the piano myself.
Look, there's other great tunes, obviously.
And I gotta say, it depends on the mood I'm in. This is certainly, and you could you can jazz it up if you want. You can kind of make it like a ballad in the beginning. Kind of go.
Okay. But it's. I'll tell you, every song in this video game is really good. It's a video game full of hits.
Sure. Did you have anything to say in the sort of the analysis of it a little bit more?
I got to be honest. Usually, I'm really listening intently on every single, voice that's in a song or track that's playing. But I was just kind of enjoying the song so much just now that I didn't really focus too much on the individual instrumentation. Did you?
Well, certainly you have those. There's sort of this fill that's happening. I like that fill that's happening. It has these sort of ornamentations that are happening that aren't the main melody, but kind of add it complements the main melody with this extra, flourish or something or thing that you might say. Even when it goes da 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 da, just a little extra something that it's even just spelling out.
Oh, da 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 da. That is that what you're talking about?
Da da.
I thought it was da 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 da.
No, da 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 da. That's how it goes.
Oh, okay.
I think, but it's just really spelling out a chord, but it's just a little extra something in the production. They thought, I think we need to add something here, and it fills out the rest of the space. When there isn't the main melody going on.
And what's good about this is a classic example of a fully formed video game song that gets right to the point of its main melody, and it doesn't waste time. It doesn't waste time, and that's why you can loop it twice and still get under 2 minutes of music. But it's quick and short and to the point. You got your verse, and then you got your sort of B section, and then it comes back to the verse.
Not sort of. It is the B section.
Right.
It just is the B section.
So it's kind of got that classic ABA format, I guess.
Well, I guess because it's on a loop. It's just AB. Actually,
yeah.
Actually, I would call this sort of an AAB because it kind of repeats. It goes da 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 da.
That's true. It is an AAB. Max, you're right. It is an AAB.
You can kind of even call it A. With the sort of the second ending. There's a you know what I mean.
Wait, I don't know if it's AAB. I think it might just be AAB. Oh, you're right. You're right. It is
so it goes back.
AAB. Yeah. All right. Hey, this is a great tune,
I would
guys.
call it actually. I would just say A prime B. That's what I would say.
Hey, this is a great tune, guys. Let us know in the comments what you think about it. I'm sure you love it too.
I just want to mention one more thing is in the B section, it's got a cool descending bass line where it goes da 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 da. It just the minor, so they were on the 1, and then it goes into the flat 7, and then it goes into which is a classic thing to happen. Then it goes to flat 6. Back to the flat 7, it just kind of just goes back and forth, and then it comes down to the 5, gets us right back in to the A section again.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
You might think that's a little bit of a repetitive thing, but it works so well, I feel.
Hey, if you like what you heard and saw today, make sure to give us a like button, hit that subscribe button, and please comment on what you thought about this. This was Sonic the Hedgehog Marble Zone by Masato Nakamura. Thank you guys for tuning in to another edition of Max and Nicky Video Game Music Reactions.
And follow us at Max and Nicky on Instagram and TikTok.
See you next time.